tecnologia já afeta nossas vidas diariamente, no mundo dos negócios esse impacto é ainda maior. O diretor de Política Global do eBay, considerado o maior site de comércio do mundo, esteve na FSG e falou sobre o assunto. Confira a entrevista.
I think that what I would look for in those kind of young leaders in business, they have to be willing to take risks, they have to be willing to fail, they have to be willing to work very hard, and they have to learn from mistakes. Because if you're not willing to try new things and make mistakes, then you're always doing it the way it was always done. But if you always do things the way they're always done, then you don't innovate and do something in a new and better way. So I think it's young people who are also willing to take risks and fail. Those are our most entrepreneurial leaders, and that's what I would be looking for. What the internet is doing is effectively shrinking the world in the sense that where small businesses historically have really only been able to engage in business with people in its immediate area. So whatever town or city a small business found itself, that was pretty much its market. And of course, if you were a small business in the biggest cities, well, that could be a pretty good thing. But if you were a small business from a smaller city or even a small town, it was very hard to make your way in the world. The internet means that every small business, even individual entrepreneurs, can actually reach consumers everywhere in the world. Now, they're still small, so they're not going to be serving every consumer everywhere, but it's the opportunity to basically have your storefront be the whole world that really changes things. And it's young people who really have lived in the world of digital technology for essentially their whole lives, who are the ones who I think are going to be most at the forefront of figuring out how to take those traditional smaller businesses and now use technology in a way to simply reach more people and be more effective. I think that I would encourage students and the future small business people to be thinking about how they can use technology to be more effective and less concerned about being worried that somebody else is going to use technology in a way that's harmful. When the reality is that I think technology is leading to better and better services for consumers. We're all people who use our smartphones, who are using the internet, and we're happy about it. We're getting better services through technology. And so, admittedly, there are some traditional businesses that are frustrated when competitors are using technology. Earlier today, I heard from somebody who was concerned about the traditional radio industry and how internet is being used by businesses to compete through internet radio. And I was immediately thought about the fact that when I got up this morning, I was actually listening to a radio show from back home in Washington, D.C. because of the internet. And I like that. And I know that my children actually almost never listen to old-fashioned traditional radio because they constantly have their internet-enabled device. My point being, the same type of services are being offered in better ways because of technology, and that's a good thing. And the real future is about trying to figure out how are you going to offer consumers and people better services with technology so that they want to use your service rather than, let's say, a traditional service. But that people win in the end when technology delivers better and better services.
A palestra internacional marcou o lançamento da terceira edição do Administrador do Futuro FSG, projeto que impressionou o executivo do eBay.
The Manager of the Future program seems very interesting and exciting to me because I think that the managers of the future, today's young people, are the best hope for new ways of doing business being brought into traditional businesses. Older people like me, are not likely to figure out the ways that digital technology are going to solve old problems in new ways or create jobs in new ways. I like to talk about the internet and its importance in commerce, primarily because I hope more young people will actually solve these problems in better ways and create new jobs, create new businesses, because society is better off when the economy is growing, and the economy will grow better when you have more businesses using technology and addressing problems in new ways, because they're going to be more efficient and they're going to survive more and they're going to engage in the global economy, which at the end of the day is what's going to be good for society and the economy.
Na FSG, assim, você compartilha conhecimento com quem realmente entende.